Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Simon here with another episode of Cowboy Bebop to watch with you all. Episode number 18, and after our hilarious adventures in the last episode, where we got to see the group in various states of, shall we say, inebriation with mushrooms. It was basically the group was starving. We've known for a while that they've been struggling to really make money, and I guess it really came to a head. And so they sent Ed and Ein out to try and find some food. And well, I mean, technically, I guess you could say that mushrooms are edible, but in this case, they were literally edibles. And the whole group just went on a trip. I think Ed, in fact, was the only one who didn't end up taking a mushroom. We got to meet this Shaft brother who was carrying around a coffin. There was a little sub-story there, but it didn't really seem to make much difference. We had a chase of a train, and, you know, then at the end they pulled a little prank on us by thinking that they were going to get caught up with the police, but it turns out that the mushrooms they had at the very end were just plain mushrooms. And so they ended up feasting on all kinds of different mushrooms to the point where they got sick of mushrooms. So we're on episode 18. We don't really have that many episodes left to go. Like, we're 3/4 of the way through the show now. So I keep saying this. I'm expecting it to kind of ramp up and for us to really get to see something. But I'm not sure. Either way, we're going to jump in. Before we do, I want to say a big thank you to my Patreon super supporters: Frank Tremel, Karen Abel, Nick Walters, The Seven Deadly Sins, Damon Smallwood, Michael Y, Mr. Greg89, Tyrone Tyrone, Pobinhas, Matt Okeefe, and Sophie Leske. So without further ado, let's jump in and let's see what happens. Fishing. Are they having some downtime? It certainly looks like Faye is gambling. They're all about to lose at the last minute, aren't they?
I haven't eaten bream or halibut in a long while.
Just mushrooms. Now, how much money did Faye lose on those horses? Is it like a delivery service? It's kind of weird how that is more realistic now than when it came out 20 years ago. There are actual delivery drones.
Special delivery for you.
Where's she going?
Hey, I want my money or else.
She's a busy girl, huh? Yeah, but she's made a lot of enemies. Think about that.
Well, I better run.
Could be a bomb.
An explosives test and a biochemical examination. Nah, I'll just return it to the freight company and tell them I want my money back. I'll say it was a mistake.
Ah. Spike just doesn't care.
Spike!
What the hell is it?
I know. I'm glad that they're confused, because I was going to say,
Like it's about to blow?
if they had VHSs in the future, that would be a bit of a weird thing.
The sender is forwarded and forwarded again. This thing's been passed around the entire solar system.
Don't pull it out, you'll ruin it.
Due to the explosion of the lunar gate.
God, that brings back memories of these VHS tapes and having to,
So it's an antique then.
you know, sometimes the tape inside would get
Apparently, it's something called a
mixed
video
and
tape,
twisted.
an artifact from days gone by.
I can't believe it's worth anything.
The real value of a
You don't even know what it's on.
is determined by looking at it. You'd be surprised how much you can sell
Like,
this stuff for sometimes.
it could be anything.
I'm so worried. Do you think we'll be able to sit in here and live like
Is he watching 20th century soap operas?
I'm glad, twin brother.
People don't talk like that. People don't say twin brother, twin sister when they are twins.
That was good. 20th century TV was the best.
Executive.
And our drama
They can't spell executive.
I have something to show you. You're gonna.
Well, back in the 20th century, you see, they didn't record movies on discs. It was primitive. They used these things called video tapes.
I love how discs are
Digital
the
mice.
pinnacle.
Completely analog, and they're also magnetic.
You know,
Magnetic. Wow!
in this world when it's even out of date now.
Signals to record. Isn't that wild? There we go.
Don't tell me that's Faye, because that's purple hair. She couldn't surely be that old.
The tape is messed up.
Holy shit. What? I think you just forfeited any kind of... Yeah, I mean, I'd say criminal damage. Criminal damage.
Do it, boy. Where are you hiding, Beta? The underground city museum. It's there in old Asia.
She wants to go and find... Oh, Japan.
It kills me.
Yeah, just
Why is the map upside down?
We're on Earth. Huh?
So that's where they were traveling to.
Earth? What? You just took off for Earth and left me behind?
Well, to be fair, you just ran off with, you know, without a second thought.
Well, we'll never know unless we check it out, right?
Oh man, the state of the place. What happened? I know there was a gate accident, but I didn't realize it was this bad.
No wonder it's stuck. The cable broke.
Yeah, getting down will be the easy part. Getting back up will be the hard part. Oh, that's gonna break free. You can tell. You best get out of the way, boys. Damn, that's a long way down. Considering this is below ground as well. All this effort just to find a Betamax tape player for home movies. I mean, I didn't think they would care that much.
Where'd that minx run off to anyway?
Ugh. What the hell even was that? She's still gambling. How many bets have you put on? We can see where her problem is. She doesn't know when to.
Races are all luck anyway.
She doesn't know when to quit when she's ahead. Is that Meowth? Or is it just a generic kind of
is it here?
cat?
It's here.
They could take them all and sell them to that guy. They make a shit ton of money.
Push harder.
But it's...
That's the wrong one.
They got a VCR instead of.
Got a VHS.
Oh god.
It won't play Beta.
Huh?
Of course. They got the wrong one. Should have just took them all.
Oh, hello. It's me.
I know. I ain't answered. Clever dog.
Oh, I see.
Oh no, she's talking about the guy from the technology shop.
I guess if they're that lonely
Yeah.
without me.
No, she's not talking about lonely and sad because you're not there.
And not once, but twice.
This sure is a lot of packaging.
God, Spike, you have to stop attacking things with such vigor.
You want to watch? You have to pay the COD charges. 31,500 woolongs.
That's a lot of money for delivery. Yeah, these are home videos. You cut off. I think that was gonna. I think that's Faye.
This is making me feel really shy.
How is she that old though?
Well, knowing me, I'm sure you're causing all kinds of trouble for lots of different people.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to. But it's alright.
I'm so confused over what
You're not perfect, but you
is going on in her backstory.
remember. Don't lose me! Do your best! Do your best!
And look what she's become now.
Don't you lose me!
I know that she was frozen, but I didn't realize it was that long. So that was a very strange episode. I mean, I know the Fae had been frozen in the past, and that she is, essentially a woman out of time. But from what I remember from that episode, she'd been frozen for like 80 years. And I'm sure that this is much, much longer, away than the 80 years of, the times when they would use Betamaxes. It also makes you wonder who's sending the tapes. Who sent her those things? Who is it who's trying to make her remember? And why? She's a very interesting character, Faye. At the moment, her life seems to be in all kinds of disarray with, with her gambling issues and being on the run constantly and just not really living a life that's very fulfilled. It makes you wonder, what is... what would her younger self think? And I think that's the point, is that, maybe someone wants her to realise that and, maybe give herself a kick up the arse. But there's something that's a little bit off there. It's like, I didn't think she was that old. So, maybe we'll find out. The rest of the episode was it's very strange that, just to figure out what was on this tape, they went through such effort to go to Old Earth, to go through the depths of an old museum to find a Betamax recorder, and they ended up taking a VCR instead. Just for that one tape. I mean, they should have taken a lot of stuff from that place, because they could have made a lot of money with that guy from the technology store. I'm sure that if they'd have brought him a treasure trove of 20th century tech, he'd have forgiven their, breakages, as it were, from earlier on. But, who knows? Interesting. Well, we are moving on to episode 19 next. Only like 6 or 7 more episodes to go. So, we'll see what happens. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.